What is up guys, your boy Raven here today, and today I've got another fantastic deck for you. This one is from my good old friend GG Nori. So Nori, thank you so much for submitting that deck for the video. But before we're gonna start, let's see, is the coffee good? Yes, the coffee is good. I'm getting consistent with my coffee, honestly. I'm so proud of myself. Alright, so, of course, the Naganadel-GX Beast Box deck is based around the Stinger GX, right? So you want to use a Stinger GX attack when you're ready to get those 3 prize cards from your opponent, or you're pushing him towards that, right? So you want to be ready before you're going to use the Stinger GX. But let's talk about the deck and card by card. So, bam! We've got one Ditto, of course one Ditto, because we want to evolve into those Naganadels. Then we have 3 Buzzwoles, because again there's a lot of decks that are weak towards fighting type, so we want to have the ability to actually attack with our fantastic Ultra Beast, but also we are going to discard some Ultra Beasts to get what we need. As well, we've got 3 Xurkitree, again 3, not only discarding but also attacking with 3 mirrors or a signal beam and confusing our opponent. Then we've got 1 Celesteela. Of course, after you're gonna use Stinger GX, this attack costs only 1 metal type, so it's a huge 160 attack on any, or 320 on any fairy type or fairy type Pokemon. Then we also got a fantastic Nihilego with the Nightcap. You can use this attack only when if your opponent has exactly 2 prize cards remaining, choose one of your opponent's Pokemon's attack and use this attack. Really nice and so simple to do when you only have baby cards up front, so you know your opponent knocks it out after Stinger GX, you are at 2 prize cards and you just go with Nihilego. Then we've got 4 Poipoles, 1 Naganadel that brings back the energy with charging up, 1 Naganadel, actually 2 Naganadel GXs with the Stinger and 2 Naganadel GXs with the Ultra Conversion. Why you can actually have 5 Naganadels in a deck? Well, 2 of them are GXs, so you're limited to 4 GXs, but you're also limited to only 4 babies. So if you want to, well, you will be able to play like 8 in total of Naganadels, but only 4 Poipoles. But that is not what we are about here, right? So that is the Pokemon line, 19 Pokemon. Let's go down to the trainer cards, because it's 29 trainer cards. We start with 4 Mysterious Treasures and 2 Reset Stamps. Then we have 3 nice switches, because of course switching is going to be important in this matchup. 4 Ultra Spaces to get the pieces you need, but also counter your opponent's stadiums. 1 Brock's Grid, 4 Cynthias, 4 Lilies, of course. We've got 1 Lusamine, and honestly, I've lost yesterday because of that Lusamine. You can play this card only if your opponent has exactly 3 prize cards, so after a Stinger GX, and you prevent all damage done to your Ultra Beast, and all your deck is Ultra Beasts. That is so crucial here that you have no idea, because people forget. I even forgot what this card does, and in any matchup when you're using Stinger GX, that is just fantastic card to play. Then 4 Tate Liza, of course switching and shuffling, and 2 Ear-Ringing Bells. On top of that, we play that 12 energy, and we've got 3 TCE, 1 Beast Energy, 4 Rainbow, and 4 Unit. That's the whole thing. Let's go, let's play it. And for you guys, the whole deck is down there below in the description. You can just copy and paste it, and you can, you know, have fun with that deck. So you want to go first or you want to go second? Because I know that is always the question, right? Oh, do I go first or do I go second? Well, here, because you want to evolve, you actually, you know, want to go first. But if you will go second, you know, it's not really that bad. But from what Nori told me and from what I've gathered, it's a lot better to actually go first, so you get all the pieces done by turn 2. You're evolving, you're ready to go, you're quite happy and satisfied with what you got when you're going first. Alright, call the coin flip. Heads, always heads. Oh, we're playing the Pokemon OG, like that's the nickname of the person, and oh, we are going second, but it's okay. So definitely we start with a Buzzwole. There's no other start, but we've got an Ultra Space, Tate Liza, Lillie, ooh, and a Mulligan. I'm gonna take it. I wanted to say that, like, the person's avatar looks like Misty, water type everywhere, so if it's not a water type deck, I'm gonna be sad, and it is a water type deck. Yes, of course I want to draw. That's another Buzzwole, but I don't really need him that much. Oof, Magikarp Wailord, Squirrel, what is that abomination? Of course, Pyukumuku. Let me say, Ultra Space definitely, and Cynthia already. There's just no other option. There we go. So Rainbow Energy can actually go here. Or I can leave it. Wait. Let's take that Ultra Space first. Because let me think. Because I can do two things. I can either go Nihilego. You know what? No, I'm gonna go to Poipoles. Or Poipoles. No Poipoles, but Poipoles. I've got corrected yesterday many times. I'm sorry. But should I attack? I mean, you know what? Yeah, let's go. Let's attack. I know I have a TCE in my deck, so this is the TCE is going to enable the GX attack, of course. But first, I have to prepare. Like, there's no option right now to do anything. You just have to prepare slowly all your turns. Confuse rate. Alright, so we're gonna be confused. It's quite fine here. Because I'm not going to be prepared for the knockouts. The fact that I'm going to, you know, have those GXs, you know, the Beast Rays and Jet Needles is not going to be that important. So what I can do is I can actually attack here with the Beast Ray. I know it's not going to be a heavy attack. Let me think. That's Mel type weakness. I mean, I've got to switch just in case, so you know what? Let's do it. Like, I know Nori is now watching, and that is not, you know, he goes like, oh no, Raven, no, but honestly, that's 60 damage. I feel like, you know, that's gonna be correct play, because we are weakening his side of the board, and of course, you know, I can draw that TCE and start going for it. So Confuse Ray, we've got to switch, so he's gonna keep on confusing me. It's fine. Oh, you've got to be joking at this point. I mean, oh boy. Okay, so Moonraker. Of course, Celesteela with the Moonraker. So this means literally I'm just preparing for the knockouts. Well, that is... oh, that is super funny. That is really not the best start. So he's gonna confuse me again, and I'm gonna be hoping for the TCE. Because I mean, the fact that I will knock Lapras out next turn is important. Like, it really is important. Alright, so I'm gonna take a different route complete. So we're gonna go with Ultra Conversion. There we go, and I'm gonna discard Xurkitree from my hand. I know I can actually discard, I believe, yeah, only from hand right now. There we go, but I have this draw, right? The draw of 3, which is really important. Nevertheless, let's get rid of that. Play that Nihilego Nightcap over here. And there we go. And done. I'm passing the turn. I'm preparing what I want, right? So I know I now have the engine of discarding Ultra Beast with the Ultra Space, and I have a switch. So if I'm gonna have the TCE, I'm using that Stinger, and that's it. Alright, so we've got a switch. We've got a TCE, so this means Stinger GX is gonna work. Then I'm playing Celesteela, right? So we're gonna retreat, play Celesteela, knock out Lapras. Hoping for Tate Liza, actually. And then Nightcap for the win. That would be, fantastic. That would be, just superb play on my part. But first, of course, let's use the ability of Ultra Conversion. There we go. Okay, and also I've got a Lusamine. Oh, this is... So I can actually keep Naganadel as an active. Okay, so Stinger GX. So we both go down to 3 prize cards. And now it's getting interesting, right? Like now it's the time where, oh boy. Oh, she's looking for it. She's looking for something. Confuse Ray. Of course, we knew the Confuse Ray is going to be there, but what she does not know is that I'm gonna retreat and just play the Moonraker attack. So that's a retreat. Of course, Lusamine is gonna go just in case, because I don't want to lose any prize cards. Let's grab that Xurkitree. 30 cards. I need that Tate Liza, so Ultra Conversion. Discard. There we go. Oof, no Tate Liza, but Ear-Ringing Bell. It's going to help. Rainbow Energy. I can play here. And that is a Moonraker for, well, overkill. Literally a huge overkill, and my opponent can't do anything to me, which is important, like really important. But I need that Tate Liza first. We need to get to that card, and there are 4 copies of it in a deck. Of course, I could have played the Reset Stamp. That was, it could have been my mistake, but there we go. That is a victory like that. How cool is that? How amazing is that victory? Oh! Yeah, you see, I forgot that challenges exist in this game. Alright guys, so that is a fantastic Beast box deck for you guys. That's the main strategy. I think you get the main idea of that deck, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed that deck, the whole deck is down there in the description below. You can copy and paste it to your Pokemon trading card game online. Also down there below you have a 5% discount on any code you would purchase on Professor Oak, and my private seller page on Card Market if you want to buy some cards IRL. So thank you guys so much for watching that, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon trading card game news and content, and in the future, Sword and Shield stuff. Also, slowly after September 8th on my second YouTube channel, there is going to be a new something that I hope you're gonna like. I kind of hope so, but we will see. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Raven loves it. Goodbye, good night, and have some fun with Naganadel GX. Bye, love ya.